And those are just general admission tickets. If you want a seat, some of those are going for over $1,000.
See tickets at the Target Center in Minnesota selling for as low as $10.
Ticket prices for the WNBA playoffs have dropped so low it's almost unbelievable. We're talking about $10. Yes, you heard that right. $10 to watch a professional playoff game. A few months ago, fans were paying thousands to get a glimpse of Caitlin Clark lighting up the court, and now some of the best seats in the house are cheaper than a movie ticket. Courtside seats, the ones right behind the team benches, are practically being given away. It's wild when you think about it. Just weeks ago, Caitlin Clark's games were must-see events. People were reselling tickets for thousands, lines were wrapping around arenas, and every game felt like a national event. But now, the excitement has flatlined. Tickets for the Suns' playoff games barely break $65, and there's no real buzz in the air. The energy that Clark brought has completely vanished, replaced by awkward silence and empty rows of seats. It's like watching the league crumble in slow motion. Nobody's interested in DJ Carrington's dirty plays or the constant drama that turned fans away. The WNBA had a golden opportunity this year, the kind of moment that could have changed everything, but they sabotaged it by not letting the Indiana Fever host their home playoff games. If they had, the league could have made millions. Just imagine what the finals prices would have been with Caitlin Clark on the floor. We're talking tens of thousands per ticket. The hype, the cameras, the sellout crowds, it would have been historic. Instead, we're left with $10 tickets and an empty feeling that the WNBA might have just blown its biggest chance yet.
Wherever she goes, ratings follow. The WNBA draft, the doubleheader to open the NBA season, ratings.
The WNBA needs to wake up and start protecting its players, especially Caitlin Clark. She's not just another rookie. She's the reason millions of people even started watching this season. She carried one of the worst teams in the league all the way to the playoffs, and she did it while being targeted from every angle. Refs giving her unfair calls, players trying to take her out physically, and a media that seemed more interested in tearing her down than celebrating her talent. Through all of that, she kept her composure and kept winning. She brought energy, attention, and money that the WNBA hadn't seen in years. But instead of being appreciated, she was isolated and criticized. That's not just unfair, it's dangerous for the league's future. If the WNBA can't protect its biggest star, how can it expect fans to keep caring? Clark fought through everything this season, the hate, the pressure, and the spotlight, and still came out on top. That's what makes her special. She's the kind of player who doesn't come around often, and the league should be doing everything it can to make sure she feels supported. Because without her, the WNBA doesn't just lose a player, it loses its entire identity.
An amazing passer.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most creative passers I've ever seen, along with the Magic Johnson, that type of passer. She makes long, short pass, bounce pass. I mean, incredible passes. And her teammates have been really good. They catch them and they finish. I mean, they've done a really good job with...
Caitlin Clark didn't just raise the bar, she raised the entire league. Her presence alone made ticket prices skyrocket, media coverage explode, and player salaries rise across the board. Before she arrived, most people couldn't name a single WNBA player outside of a few stars. Now, every arena she stepped into became an event. Fans wore her jersey, sponsors fought for airtime, and TV ratings shattered records. And yet, now that she's gone from the playoffs, the whole system is crashing. Tickets that once sold for thousands during her games are now being listed for under $20. Stadiums that were packed are half empty, and the WNBA is scrambling to fill seats by practically giving tickets away. It's a brutal reminder of who really drives this league's success. Angel Reese might be online bragging about her paycheck, but let's be honest, without Caitlin Clark, nobody would even care. Clark's presence made everyone richer, including her rivals. The WNBA was finally gaining national traction, sponsors were coming in, and people were excited. But with her gone, that excitement has died completely. The league looks desperate, dropping prices and hoping cameras don't catch empty rows during the finals. Without Clark, the WNBA's biggest storyline has disappeared. It's not just a loss, it's a collapse. And unless she's brought back into the spotlight, the league's short-lived momentum might be gone for good.
Clark is setting records once again. Why would she not? This Sunday's game between number 5 Iowa versus number 2 Ohio State is the most expensive ticket in women's basketball. WNBA or NCAA women's on record. The current get-in price is almost $500.
There's no denying it. Caitlin Clark is the face of the WNBA. She's the one fans tune in for, the one networks promote, and the one everyone wants to see play. But now, new rumors suggest she might be thinking about taking her talents overseas. To Europe, where women's basketball stars are treated like royalty and get paid accordingly. If that happens, it would be a disaster for the WNBA. Imagine the league losing its biggest star right after finally breaking into the mainstream. Clark's departure would undo years of progress overnight. Fans are already saying it on social media, she should go where she's respected. And honestly, can you blame them? She's been targeted by players, ignored by the league, and criticized more than supported. If she signs with a European team, she'd instantly elevate that league's global popularity, just like she did for the WNBA. Fans would follow her, broadcasters would follow her, and the attention she brings would shift completely overseas. The WNBA would go from trending every week to struggling for headlines again. The sad truth is, after how she's been treated, maybe that's exactly what they deserve.
Could be a team overseas who would love to snatch Caitlin Clark away from us and give her a crazy.
If Caitlin Clark actually leaves for an international league, the fallout for the WNBA could be catastrophic. The fan base she built, the millions who tuned in just to see her play, won't stick around for long. They'll follow her wherever she goes, whether that's Spain, Italy, or Turkey. European leagues are already preparing for the possibility, knowing her presence could boost their attendance, sponsorships, and visibility overnight. For the WNBA, that would mean losing everything they've built this season. Clark's magnetic presence turned casual viewers into loyal fans. Without her, there's no buzz, no highlight moments, and no real excitement. The media would move on, sponsors would pull out, and even players might start questioning their futures. The harsh reality is that the WNBA hasn't done enough to protect or support her. She's faced unnecessary targeting from opponents, a lack of officiating fairness, and constant criticism that the league has failed to address. Instead of backing her, they've watched from the sidelines as she's been dragged through controversy after controversy. If she leaves, it'll be because the WNBA didn't value her the way they should have, and by then, it'll be far too late.
Had a lot of players, a lot of these wonderful ladies who bust their tail to make the WNBA what it was. Here's the reality. It wasn't what it is. The quality of basketball may have been up to snuff, and you had somebody as popular as Cheryl Swoops who had her own signature shoe, had to deal with Nike and all of this other stuff. But the bottom line is,
With Caitlin Clark sidelined from the playoffs, the excitement has completely disappeared. What was once a historic season full of record-breaking crowds and non-stop coverage has turned into a quiet, uninspired postseason. The energy that she brought to every arena is gone, and the WNBA is feeling the consequences in real time. Ticket sales have plummeted to record lows. Arenas that once couldn't fit another fan are now offering deep discounts just to get people in the door. The league went from being the hottest topic in sports to barely trending on social media. Players who once rode Clark's wave of fame are now complaining about salaries and recognition. The jealousy is showing, and the league is suffering. Without Clark, everything feels off. The atmosphere, the viewership, even the motivation of the players seems to have dipped. It's like the heart of the league was suddenly ripped out. The WNBA's executives are trying everything to make the finals look full, lowering prices, giving away tickets, even dimming camera angles to hide empty seats. But fans notice. Everyone notices. Had Clark been playing, those same tickets could have gone for $20,000 apiece. Celebrities would have packed the front rows, media would have been everywhere, and the finals would have been a spectacle. Instead, it's quiet, painfully quiet. The WNBA built its momentum around Caitlin Clark, and now without her, it's learning the hard way just how much one player can truly mean to a league.
Caitlin has joined the WNBA. We've now earned enough money for every single team to fly private. So if we put her on a team, we're going to be able to fly private all the way to Paris and back. We have been fighting for private flights for so many years in women's basketball, but I mean, we can go back to commercial.
Media coverage for the WNBA Finals has all but vanished, and that's no coincidence. The absence of Caitlin Clark has turned what could have been a blockbuster event into a barely mentioned afterthought. Networks that once couldn't get enough of her highlights are now giving the WNBA only a few seconds of airtime. The finals, which should represent the pinnacle of the season, are struggling to stay relevant. This isn't just about empty seats, it's about missed opportunity on a massive scale. Sponsors who were ready to pour millions into partnerships have quietly backed out. Ticket sales have tanked, Merchandise is collecting dust, and the electric atmosphere that once surrounded the league is gone. Without Clark, the WNBA has lost its spark, and it shows in every broadcast, every post, every headline that no longer exists. The league had a chance to ride the wave of her superstardom, to build something lasting, but they failed to protect and support the very player who made that growth possible. And now the price is steep. Millions in lost revenue, declining ratings, and fans who are turning their attention elsewhere. The finals should have been a celebration of progress, of women's basketball finally breaking barriers. Instead, they feel like a step backward. Empty arenas, disinterested fans, and sponsors quietly exiting the picture. The energy that Caitlin Clark brought wasn't just about basketball, it was cultural, emotional, and economic. Without her, the WNBA isn't just losing games. It's losing relevance, and unless something changes, this could mark the start of a long, painful decline.
Caitlin Clark has created more buzz around the basketball landscape and has actually transformed and revived a league that was the WNBA, and she is getting paid a measly $28 million.
Caitlin Clark's presence wasn't just a bonus for the WNBA, it was the lifeblood of its modern era. She was the engine driving fan engagement, sponsorships, and global attention. Every time she touched the ball, the entire arena lit up. Every game she played became a trending topic. She transformed casual watchers into dedicated fans. And now, with her gone, the silence is deafening. The WNBA's collapse in excitement shows how dependent it became on her star power. The league's ticket prices have nosedived, viewership is down, and fan interest has evaporated almost overnight. Even sponsors who once proudly flaunted their partnerships are rethinking their investments. Without Clark, there's no spotlight, no heartbeat. If the league wants to survive long-term, it needs to do more than just fill her absence. It has to build an environment where stars like Clark want to stay, where they feel valued, protected, and prioritized. Fans can sense when a league doesn't take care of its talent, and right now, that's the WNBA's biggest mistake. What we're witnessing is a brutal reminder of what happens when a league underestimates its biggest asset. The fallout isn't just about one season, it's about the WNBA's very future. The league once stood on the brink of a cultural explosion. Now, it's staring down the possibility of irrelevance, all because they failed to appreciate the generational talent who made them matter in the first place.
And listen, as demonstrated, Caitlin Clark is a beast. She is so popular that they have recently introduced something called the Clark Cam, which is a camera that is just dedicated to following Caitlin Clark around for the entire game, which is then live streamed here on.
Caitlin Clark's absence has exposed an uncomfortable truth. The WNBA's success revolves almost entirely around her. Without her, ticket sales, viewership, and engagement all plummet. She's not just a player, she's the foundation the league is built on. And if they want to regain momentum, they need to bring her back, fast. But this can't just be about money. Throwing a bigger contract at her won't solve the deeper problem. The WNBA has to show that it values Clark not just as a moneymaker but as a person. That means protecting her from cheap shots, unfair officiating, and toxic narratives that have surrounded her all season. It means giving her a platform where she can thrive, lead, and inspire without constant backlash. Caitlin Clark gave the league a glimpse of what it could be: sellout crowds, national media coverage, viral moments, and a fan base that actually cared. For the first time, WNBA games felt like events, like something people had to see. But the second she was gone, all that vanished. The stands emptied. The hype died. The energy disappeared. If the WNBA doesn't act now, they risk losing more than just Clark. They risk losing the only real momentum they've had in years. Because once fans move on, they don't come back easily. The league has one clear path forward: rebuild around Caitlin Clark, protect her, and make her the centerpiece of the WNBA's future. Anything less, and the league could slide right back into the shadows it fought so hard to escape.
And to imply that we should just ignore the impact that Caitlin Clark had on this team, this league, this sport. Nah, it doesn't work that way.
The WNBA is feeling the full weight of Caitlin Clark's absence, financially, emotionally, and publicly. Ticket prices for the finals have plummeted, attendance has dropped, and the buzz that once surrounded the league has faded into silence. Fans aren't rushing to arenas anymore, and social media has gone quiet. It's a far cry from the hysteria Clark brought earlier in the season when every one of her games felt like an event. Her star power didn't just fill arenas, it made people care. She elevated everyone around her, brought new viewers to the sport and turned the WNBA into a conversation topic across the nation. Now, with her gone, the league is struggling to hold onto that same spark. The contrast is jarring. Where there were once sold-out crowds and flashing cameras, there are now half-empty arenas and discounted tickets. Meanwhile, the same players who once downplayed her impact are now learning a harsh lesson. The humble pie is being served cold, and it's clear that Clark's absence exposed the gap between perception and reality. The WNBA without Clark feels like a party after the music stopped. And now the rumors are spreading fast that she might take her talents overseas, where she could be paid more, respected more, and promoted as the global superstar she truly is. If that happens, the WNBA's fragile rise could collapse completely. The league can't afford to lose her. She's not just the face of women's basketball, she's its heartbeat, its identity, and its future. The clock is ticking. If the WNBA doesn't act quickly to ensure Caitlin Clark's return, and more importantly, her long-term happiness, they risk undoing everything she helped build. The choice is simple: protect your star, or prepare to watch the league fade back into obscurity.